Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a GPU, PC GPU. This is exact one is a Gigabyte GeForce RTX 5080 overclock edition with a 16 gig VRAM. And in this video I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can repaste, clean it up. Or including if you want to replace your fan, you can replace your fan if you need to. Again, you should be doing your own servicing and maintenance once every couple of years, or at least year and a half, depending how dusty your place is or how heavy you're using it. Because the thermal paste, it does get dried up and it does lose its thermal conductivity, and you will need to repaste it. I'm going to go over the tools that I'll be using for this video, and everything I'll be using will be linked in a video description in case you want to purchase for yourself. All right, let's get into it. First thing first, you need a place to work, a nice flat surface, one or two sheet of the workshop towel. And the reason for the workshop towel is that for the next one, it's isopropylic or isopropylic alcohol, 98 or 99%. Don't use anything under 98. The reason for a workshop towel is as soon as you put an alcohol on this one and you want to clean up the components on the board or the CPU and the GPU, you can rub this one easily in here and clean it up, and this will get ripped and will prevent damaging on the tiny capacitors. So that's why I always use this one. Don't use any microfiber towels, anything like that. So you need an alcohol, a towel, a soft or medium toothbrush. You will need a screwdriver set. You recommend the iFixit screwdriver set, the basic tool set. I'll purchase myself this one. And we're going to be using bits from here. They have all the bits that you need for any electronics. These are really good. So grab this one. A spatula, a plastic spatula is handy to have. And you will need a good thermal paste. Now, the thermal paste that you want to use, it all depends up to your likings or which way you want. I'll recommend the ones that I'll recommend for this graphic cards. And the one that they actually put in the company that they use the PTM 7950. So if you want a phase change thermal paste, it comes like a pad, but as soon as you put on it, it's really it's tiny. I'll recommend this one, the PTM one. I'll leave the link in the video description. You can put this one. But if you really like to service that often, because this one is kind of a little expensive and I wouldn't recommend it. If you can put that one, you don't use it too often, sure, go ahead with that one. You can go with the Thermal Grizzly thermal paste, Arctic MX4, or whichever thermal paste you like. In this case, like we do use this one here often, and it does get really dusty, and for cleaning up, we open it very often. So I'm going to be using MX4, and you can use the MX6, which is much better than MX4. I don't just have it right now. I'm going to show this video with an MX4. You can use, again, whichever you want. All right. Thermal paste is good to have. And with that said, let's get into it. All right. So let's go ahead and grab our screwdriver. And we're going to grab a Phillips #1. First, we're going to remove we're going to leave this part alone. And we're going to start from the back end. We're going to remove these two screws. And we're going to remove the two screws in the mid. Again, these two screws with the back ones are the same size. So we have 4 of them right there. We're going to remove these two screws. So there are 2 at the back, 2 in the mid, and 2 almost right to this front end. Go ahead and remove this. Next, you want to remove 3 tiny screws in the front end. These are really short screws, really short. And keep them in a different pile so you don't mix match them. There we go. Next, we want to remove the X clamp right in here. So it has a little C-lock, so the screw will not come out entirely. So you just have to loosen up. Do on an X pattern, cross-screw them, unscrew them, I mean. And while I'm unscrewing in this one, I'm holding it down in here so it doesn't pop up. and then do the other one and gently let go of this other one. Now you can remove this X clamp right here. You won't be able to remove this one because there's a screw right in here, here, and here. So, but these are screwed from the other side. Now you want to go in this position. We have two cables here, connectors. These are for the fan connectors. To disconnect them, watch out, these are really sharp. You can cut yourself. So let me see if I can do it this way. Using a spatula to bring this cable a little upward, like that. Now I'm gonna wiggle it around a little bit. Hold it with your finger, the PCB board, so you don't damage. Just go back and forward while I'm pulling it towards the fan, and it will come out. Same thing in here. Just wiggle it, and it will come out. Pretty easy. All right. Once we have that one in there, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put separate the heatsink from the motherboard. Just gently, don't yank it. Just gently hold it and it will come. Just apply force and slowly, slowly, it will release itself because the suction from the thermal putties are holding it together. Once you go in this position, there's a tiny cable for the RGB. So you want to yank this connector upward. So right there, we have the inside of the board. Pretty much the board is only this size. The whole thing is about the heatsink. Now, regarding the thermal putty in here, you do not need to remove the thermal putty. The thermal putty that they actually give you from the company that comes in from the factory is really, really good. You don't need to. But if you do want to replace them, again, I'll leave the link for the fresh thermal putties that you can buy. It comes in a, let me see mine. It comes in a different, we can get a thermal greasy, thermal putty, different shapes and colors. Doesn't matter the coloring. The color is absolutely doesn't make no difference. What you want to do, you can just scoop this thermal putty out with a spatula. It's really okay. And apply the new putty. Just put a blobs in there and it will squish itself to the side. So again, the thermal putty that they have is pretty okay. We're going to focus on the thermal paste in here, which is really dried up. Again, this is a phase change thermal paste. So we're going to remove it. To remove it, what you need to do first is grab a little bit of workshop towel and soak it in an alcohol. And first, let's go ahead and clean up the heatsink section here. You want to scoop it out and just polish that thing out. Same thing in here. What you want to do, you want to just grab it and polish it back and forward. If you're using workshop towel, you see how it just destroys itself, but it will prevent the damaging on the components. So just go back and forward. As long as you clean the crystal die on the GPU, that's all you care about. Doesn't matter if there's a thermal paste on the tiny capacitors all around it. That makes zero problem. That makes no difference. All right, so there we have it, nice and clean. The GPU model is right in the tattoo, right in there. And now you can take the heatsink out and use a toothbrush to clean the fan system. Just brush it out, blow some air through the fans and clean it up. If yours is probably clogged up with the hair and dust, so clean it up. Once you clean it up, bring it back. You're going to apply the thermal paste. To apply the thermal paste, what you want to do, you want to grab one line across in the middle. Just go just like this. Now, if you want to remove the back plate, you have to remove one screw right in here, one screw right there, and one screw right over here, the 3 screws. Now you can actually lift up the board, and there's a thermal putty in here too for this diode right in here. There's a tiny diode right in here, capacitors, I believe. Oh, is it that? I don't want to clean it up. You can actually clean up with a toothbrush your board on the back end and put the, what's called, the diode back and the thermal putty a little bit in here, and you'll be set. To put it back in, make sure you align the screw holes and then put the 3 screws right over. Again, if you want to put new thermal putty, you can just go ahead and clean up this one with a spatula. You don't have to clean it up with an alcohol. No need to. Just grab a little putty, make a tiny balls like this, spheres, and put right in the middle, like kind of a little bigger than that, and it will squish itself into place. All right, once we have it in this position, grab your heatsink, put it straight up like that. Bring the motherboard in here, and we're going to connect the jack right here for the RGB. It only goes in one way. Push it all the way in. Now in this position, what are you going to do? You want to put the fan down, and we are going to move it around. But before, don't put it down. You want to make sure the screw holes are matching. So let me see. I can't see it. Bring it down evenly. And I can see the screw holes are matching for the X clamp. And what you want to do, simply put the X clamp right on top, screw one end, and don't tighten up too much. Bring the other side down and do cross screwing first, and do the rest, and then you come back and you just tighten up the screws. Always don't tighten up at the first. First, just reach, put the 3 screws on the front end, and the rest of the screws you're going to put all over the place, and then just come back again over and tighten up the screws. Again, I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you want to support the channel, you can do that by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up the putting of the bottom screws, and then we're gonna connect the fan on the side. Connecting the fans is pretty easy. You just have to push them down in. So let's put this one in. Simply grab the connectors, align them, and push them in. And push them right in there. And there we have it. And this is how you can service and clean up your Gigabyte GeForce RTX 5080.